Welcome to week 8 of Mpai 5600 here at Georgetown University. I just want to give the details for the terrain walk. I know a couple of people said they'd be in person, so I want to just let you know 6 p.m. meet here at the Grant Memorial. Be right on the memorial. I'll wear this green shirt so you can see me and recognize me. Just meet there at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you're going to there, I can't tell you to park illegally, but I will be parking here in one of these two areas that when Congress is in session, I've never had an issue. So can't tell you to park there, but I'll just say I'll be parking there prior to that. So meet here. What we're going to do is go to the Peace Monument and then go here. So for the rest of you on Zoom, what I would recommend is having this screen up in Google Maps so you can follow along. So I have the Zoom on one screen and then this on Google Maps so you can follow along, or Google Maps or Google Street View as we're going through the terrain walk forward. And you can see kind of the time hacks here. Should be done by 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're going to be there, bring charged smartphone and headphones because we're going to be watching videos of the terrain as we see in person. I don't think there's going to be bad weather. In fact, it looks like a gorgeous night to have this. If it was permitted, I would bring cigars and we would have those, but not going to be permitted to do that on Capitol Hill grounds. But it'll look like it'll be a really good night. Here's my phone number. If there's an issue, don't hesitate to give me a call. And you all have the Zoom link for those of you who've been following along. So again, I would recommend having the Zoom screen on one part and then Google Street View on the other so you could follow along as we're doing this. And again, it should be a good event. I'll also just say, for those of you who are going to be on Zoom, I'm going to send the videos that I'm going to have the people in person watch on their phones, but I'll send them to you on in the announcements so that you can follow along. And when I say hit video 1, you can hit video 1 and hit video 2, etc. So looks like a good event, and I look forward to your participation. And I will just say, having done this a couple of times, this usually stimulates interest in writing about this. This usually stimulates interest in this actual event. And now that we're in election season, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but obviously we want to look at the lessons from 4 years ago and not say fight the old war, but have an understanding about potential impacts for this coming election. So if you want to write your paper on this, I'm going to also send a bunch of optional articles and videos that really encapsulates this. So optional for everyone there, or optional for everyone else, but if you want to write your paper, I would go ahead and watch those to get a better understanding. And again, people get very interested in this topic after I do this, so hopefully it'll pique your interest as well. So preview for week 8, this is criminal intelligence, and we're going to look at CompStat. CompStat is arguably one of the reasons for the decline in crime, and we're going to ask that question. There was a massive decline in crime in the 80s and 90s, all the way up to the 2000s and until 2017, 2018. Then we saw a slight uptick in crime, not a huge one, but it caused everyone to go crazy. Not crazy, but people would say that cities are a crime-ridden hellscape based on a very small impact, and you'll see that in the chart in my lecture. So what led to the decline? What led to the spike? And what led to the now subsequent decline that we've seen since 2020. Think like a social scientist. What are the variables? What variables were removed? What variables were emphasized that led to the increase and decrease going forward? And a lot of people say it's CompStat. Better policing, more accountable in policing, more intelligence-related policing. I'll let you decide. And then the final thing is we don't have too many lectures on it, but start thinking through new technologies that could be integrated in law enforcement. Facial recognition, closed circuit TV, better forensics. Are we on a cusp, especially with AI, are we on a cusp to integrate those technologies to enhance the criminal justice system, focus the criminal justice system, or possibly discriminate against those and making the criminal justice system that much more worse, especially for certain groups of people in our country? I'll let you decide, but I want you to start thinking through that going forward. And one of your exam questions or one of your next paper questions is going to be talking about that as well. So that's the week on there, and then the next week I will have your papers. I'm looking to have your papers back in a week. Might take me a little bit longer, but I'll have a vast majority of them done, and obviously get them done to me either when you're watching this or yesterday, or depending on when you're watching this. So if there's any issues or anything, let me know, and I look forward to seeing a good portion of you on Monday.